Hello students, I welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1, that is Algebra. We are revising chapter number 5, that is linear equations in two variables. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the general form of linear equations in two variables, its introduction, that means how the linear equations in two variables are framed. Then we have seen the meaning of the word simultaneous equation, that when we think about two or more linear equations in one variable at the same time, when we solve them simultaneously, they are called as simultaneous equations. Then we have started with the methods to solve simultaneous equations, means how to solve the simultaneous equations. In this standard you have two different methods. First method is eliminating method and second method is substitution method. But second method, substitution method, is omitted due to this COVID-19 pandemic. So you have only one method of solving here, that is elimination method. Elimination of the variable by equating the coefficients of variable. That method we are going to use. In the previous lecture, we understood how to solve the sums by using the second method, and by using the same, we are solving practice set 5.1. In that, we have completed question number 1, question number 2, and from question number 3, two sub-questions are completed. Now, let us start with the next sum. Sub-question number 3 from main question 3. Okay, so here we have two equations. 3x minus 5y is equal to 16 and x minus 3y is equal to 8. First of all, observe whether the equations are in standard form. What is the standard form? Ax plus by is equal to c. That means both the variables on left hand side and the constant on right hand side. Okay, so what we can observe here is the equations are in standard form. So our very first step is to write down the equations one below another and numbering them as 1 and 2. So just copy down the equations as it is and number them as 1 and 2. 3x minus 5y is equal to 16, equation number 1. X minus 3y is equal to 8, equation number 2. So this is first step. Now the next step is to observe the coefficients of the variables. Observe the coefficient of x. Here it is 3 and here it is 1. Here also you observe the coefficients of y. Here it is minus 5 and here it is minus 3. Now we need to equate any one coefficient. Then and then only we can eliminate the variable. So here if we try to equate the coefficient of y, we have to multiply both the equations. So leave it. Instead what you can do is you can equate the coefficient of x. Here it is 3 and here it is 1. So if we multiply equation 2 by 3, here we will get the equal coefficient. Okay, so we are going to multiply equation 2 by 3. Okay, so when we multiply equation 2 by 3, we have to multiply to each and every term. So what we are going to get? 3x minus 9y is equal to 24. This is the new equation formed. So number it as 3. Now don't consider equation number 2 because we have formed new equation by using equation 2. So think about equation 1 and 3. See the coefficients, now they are equated by us. The next step is to observe the sign here. See both the places the sign is positive. So in that case, if the sign is same, we have to go for subtraction. Okay, because addition will not help us. If we add, then the variable x will not get cancelled. So we have to go for subtraction. So what we are going to do is subtracting equation 3 from equation 1. That means equation 1 will appear first. Then the minus sign which shows the subtraction. Then equation 2. Then what we are doing is we are changing the sign of each and every term here. Okay, when we subtract, we change the sign of the second equation for every term. So see here, this plus has become minus, minus has become plus, and plus has become minus. So don't forget to change the sign. I told you that even if you don't write, it is okay. But while subtracting, you consider the change signs. Okay, so to be more accurate, if you write it here, it is better for you. Okay, so now very clearly see 3x and minus 3x, they will get cancelled. 0, correct? Now minus 5y and plus 9y. Don't consider this minus sign. 9 minus 5. So what we are going to get 4y here. And here 16 minus 24. So we are going to get minus 8. So what we got here? 4y is equal to minus 8. And from that we will get y is equal to minus 2. So in this way x is eliminated and we have got the value of variable y. Now this value of y we can put in any one equation and then we can get the value of x. Okay. So let us substitute the value of y, that is equal to minus 2, in equation 2 because it is more simpler. Okay. So this is our equation 2, x minus 3y is equal to 8. And here in place of y we are going to write minus 2. We are replacing y by minus 2. So see x as it is, minus sign, 3 as it is, and y I am writing in bracket. Why? Because here it is multiplication and also minus sign is present. So always make use of bracket, is equal to 8. Now see this minus and this minus, that is going to give us plus. So what we got here, x plus 6 is equal to 8. And 6 if you shift this side, it will be subtracted. So x is equal to 8 minus 6, that is 2. So we got both the values, y is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 2. Finally, you have to write down the solution as a ordered pair in round bracket, as I have said. Okay. So I hope you must have understood this question. All of you please complete it, copy it down and try to understand each and every step while you copy the question. Okay, that how the steps are done, because this is very important method. Again you are going to use it in 10th standard. So try to understand it. Nobody is going to teach you again in 10th standard. Why? Because what teacher will say that you already know it. So apply the method. Okay, it is as a revision. Be careful with signs here. Don't forget to change the signs as I have said. Okay. I'm going towards the next slide. Okay. Complete it. All of you. The remaining part of the problem. Don't forget to write down the final answer as it carries half mark, as I have said. Everywhere the method is going to be same, only the observation is important here. Okay, let us go towards the next question now. Question number 4 I am discussing. Okay, so see question number 4 here. 2y minus x is equal to 0. 10x plus 15y is equal to 105. Okay, so here observe the equations whether they are in standard form or what. See, second equation is in standard form. X and y. X is appeared first, y is appeared afterwards. But here equation number 1, it is in this case x is written afterwards. So while writing them as 1 and 2, we will change the sequence and then we will write down. Okay, so see, I wrote it as minus x plus 2y is equal to 0. I have only changed the order. So x I have shifted along with the sign. So minus x plus 2y is equal to 0, equation number 1. And equation number 2 is already in standard form, so copy down as it is. 10x plus 15y is equal to 105. Okay, now here the question can be solved in two different ways. The first thing is that you will observe that equation number 2 is divisible by 5. Everywhere the coefficients are divisible by 5. So you can reduce it. That is one way. Or somebody will think that what I should reduce it, why I will reduce it. Instead, I will multiply equation 1 by 10 and then I will add. So that way also it will do. Okay, so it is totally your choice. But since it is reducible further, what I have done is I have divided this equation number 2 by 5. Okay, so when I divided by 5, I got the smaller equation or the reduced equation as 2x plus 3y is equal to 21. Because here the numbers are big, so I have reduced it. As I have said, if you multiply here by 10 and then if you add, then also it will do. No problem. You are going to get the correct answer. But here what I have done is I have reduced it and I have made it smaller. See, the bigger numbers, they have become smaller now since we have divided everywhere by 5. So this is my new equation form. So I numbered it as 3. Now consider equation number 1 and equation number 3. Observe the coefficients here. See, here if we try to equate the coefficient of y, we have to multiply both the places. Instead, we can multiply equation 1 by 2. Okay, so that the coefficients will be equal. So when I will multiply here by 2, what I am going to get? Minus 2x plus 4y is equal to 0. Again the new equation is formed, so I will give the next number, that is 4. So now I will consider equation 3 and 4 because equation number 1 and 2, both the places we have made changes. Okay. Now the coefficients are equal. Then observe the signs. Signs are opposite. So when the signs are opposite, what we are doing? Addition. So what we are going to do is we are going to add equations 3 and 4. So adding equations 3 and 4. Write down equation 3 up. Then plus sign for addition. Then equation number 4 below that. Okay. Then we have to add. See, plus 2x and minus 2x. They will be cancelled. Answer is 0. 3 plus 4 we are going to get 7y and here 21 plus 0 we are going to get 21. So what we are going to get? 7y is equal to 21 and from that we are going to get y is equal to 3. So in this way x is eliminated and we got the value of variable y. Now this value you can put in any one equation here. Okay, so you can choose any one equation. So substituting y is equal to 3 in equation 1, since equation 1 is simpler. Okay, so this is our equation 1, minus x plus 2y is equal to 0. In place of y we are going to write 3. So minus x plus 2 into 3 is equal to 0. That is, here see, 2 3s are 6 I have written first and then I have written minus x here is equal to 0. Now I can shift this minus x this side, that is going to become plus. So what I am going to get? X is equal to 6. In this way I got the values of both the variables. Y is equal to 3 and x is equal to 6. The final answer always you are going to write as a ordered pair. Okay, so 6 comma 3. That means x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3 is the solution of the given equations. Okay. So I am going to the previous slide. You please copy it down. As I have said, while copying, you have to consider the signs Be very careful about signs, because here one mistake also can give you the wrong answer. Be very careful while writing. Okay, I hope you must have completed it. Let us go towards the next slide. Complete it. Okay, so I have discussed 4 questions from this sub question number 3. Now question number 5 and question number 6 you are going to solve by yourself. Okay, you have to change its form. You have to convert it to the standard form. Like, see, this constant is on left hand side, so shift it to right hand side. So what you will get, 2x plus 3y is equal to -4. Number this equation as 1, and this is in standard form only, so number it as 2, and then equate the coefficient. You can multiply equation 2 by 2 so that the coefficient of x will be equal, and here since the signs are same, subtraction is going to give you the answer. Okay, now here also see both are in standard form, so number them as 1 and 2, and here you will find that here 7y is present and here only y is present. So if you multiply equation 2 by 7 and then if you add, y will be eliminated and you will get value of x. Okay, so these two sums you will solve by yourself. Okay, now let us go further. That is application of simultaneous equation. That means to solve the word problems based on simultaneous equation. Okay, so to solve the word problems, we have here certain steps. Those steps if you follow properly, then it is possible for you to solve the word problems very easily. Once again I am telling that the word problems, they are going to appear again in 10th standard. So this chapter is very important. Try to understand it. Now what steps are there, that those steps we are going to see. Okay, as a flow chart I am showing you the steps. The very first step is what? Read the given word problem carefully. You have to read the question once, you have to read the question twice till you understand it. Okay, because if you understand it better, then only you can form the equations. Okay, so here the next step is what? We have to take the proper variables for the required quantities. Okay, like if we want to find the ages of two persons, then one person's age we will take as x, other person's age we will take as y. So we have to take proper variables for the given quantities. You can take any alphabets, but generally we are taking x and y only. The next step then is to form the mathematical statements. That means to form the equations. Here always you will have two conditions in the question. So by using those two conditions, you will frame two equations. And afterwards, those equations we have to solve by using the suitable method. Okay, why the word suitable method is used here? Because two methods are there. But here now, as I have said, one method is reduced. It is not there. You are going to use only one method to solve the equations. Then from that you are going to get the solution. That means two values you will get. And finally you have to write down the answer in the form of statement. But before writing the answer, what you have to do is you have to check here. You have to again go to the question, put these values there and check whether you are getting correct answer or what. Okay, So this you need to verify. So if you follow all these steps correctly, you are going to get the correct answers. Okay. So now let us see the solved examples from the textbook. Some examples I am discussing, some you will do by yourself. Like 2 questions are activity based. Out of that, one I am solving, one you will solve by yourself. Okay. So here in word problems, we are going to see various types of problems. Here we are going to say the problems which are related to age, like mother's age, son's age, and then the conditions. Problem regarding the numbers, that is 2-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers, and then bigger number return a smaller number, like that way. Problems based on fractions, that means the conditions for numerator and denominator will be provided and you have to find out the fraction. Problem based on money transactions. Then some of the geometrical properties also we need to use here, that is the problems based on the perimeter of rectangle, then area of square or circle. So such problems also will be there. We have to use our geometrical knowledge here to form the equations. Then also the favorite problems from the word problems you might have seen in scholarship also, that the problems which are based on the formula, that is speed is equal to distance upon time. That means the problem related to speed, distance and time. So such various problems we are going to study here as word problems. So it is called as what? Application of simultaneous equation. We are using simultaneous equations and the method to solve them to solve these word problems. Okay. So let us start with the solved examples. So first solved example here is, sum of two numbers is 103. If greater number is divided by smaller number, then the quotient is 2 and the remainder is 19. Then find the numbers. Okay, so now this is the problem based on numbers. So as I have said, what is the very first step? That read the question once. If you don't understand, read it again. Try to understand the question. Now as I have said, always the two conditions are given. See, this is first condition provided. Sum of two numbers is 103. And next statement is the second condition provided. If greater number is divided by smaller number, then the quotient is 2 and the remainder is 19. Then find the numbers. So we have to find those numbers, and here the numbers are given in the form of greater number and smaller number. So always we have to write down the unknowns as greater number and smaller number. So very first step is what we will consider, or we will take the two alphabets for the unknown quantities, or two variables for the unknown quantities. Okay. So we have understood the problem. This is step 1. Now step 2, that we are going to use proper variables for the quantities. And here we require one rule here. The rule is what? See, here you can see that dividend, that means dividend is there, divisor is there, quotient is there, remainder is there. See, greater number is divided, means greater number is dividend, and smaller number is what? Divisor. So we need that relationship. What formula we have? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so this formula we need. This is what we have understood from the question. Now we are going to take two variables. So let the greater number be x and the smaller number be y. Always you will write down this way. Don't write down let the numbers be x and y. Then which is smaller and which is greater, that is not understood from that. Okay, so always read the question carefully. Since greater number and smaller number words are given, you are going to use the same words here. Let the greater number be x and the smaller number be y. Okay, so this is step 2, that we have understood the problem, and from that we have taken the suitable variables for the quantities. Okay, now next is to frame the equations. So let us make use of the two conditions. This is first condition and this is second condition. So from the given information is what? The sum of the numbers is 103. So numbers we have considered as x and y. So what we can write down? X plus y is equal to 103. This is the first equation. which we have written from the first condition. Now as I have said that the greater number is divided by the smaller number, then the quotient is 2 and remainder is 19. So we have to make use of this formula. Dividend means what? Greater number. So that is x. Divisor is what? Y. And quotient is 2. Okay. So divisor into quotient plus remainder is 90. Okay. So in this formula we have substituted all the numbers and the variables. So what we got here, x minus 2y is equal to 19. This is our second equation. So we got equation number 1, we got equation number 2. Now the next step is to solve them. Okay. So let us go towards the next step. See, x plus y is equal to 103. Equation number 1. And x minus 2y is equal to 19. Equation number 2. So observe here. See, the coefficients are equal here. So subtraction is going to help you here. So subtracting equation 2 from 1. 1 is written up. 2 is written just below that. See, all the signs are changed. Plus has become minus. Minus has become plus. Here also plus has become minus. So plus x and minus x is cancelled. Okay, so this plus y and this plus 2y. 1 plus 2, 3y we have got here. And 103 minus 19, the answer is 84. Okay, so 3y is equal to 84, therefore y is equal to 28. Now this value we are going to substitute in any one equation. See, equation number 1 is easy, so we are substituting in equation 1, that is x plus y is equal to 103. Y we are replacing by 28. So x plus 28 is equal to 103 and therefore x is equal to 103 minus 28, that is x is equal to 75. In this way we have got the values of both the variables. Then since it's a word problem, the last step is to write down the answer as a statement. Therefore the given numbers are 75 and 28, or you can say that the greater number is 75 and the smaller number is 28. Now here the steps are written in textbook to make you understand that what you are going to do, how you are going to solve it stepwise. But while solving the regular problem, it is not, the writing the steps is not important here. Okay, you can skip it, it is not required. Okay, don't write this step 4, step 5, step 6. Okay, here it is given for the first question only to make you understand how you are going to solve it. Okay. So this way we are going to frame the equations by reading the question and then we are going to solve it. Okay. Now the next question I will discuss in next lecture. You read the textbook, go through all the things, all the concepts very carefully. Also try to solve the given solved examples. Do the given homework so that you will get better practice of it. Okay, so students, today I am stopping here. Till that, stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you, students.